The last few years have encouraged what was already a definite trend towards a cloud-first strategy for organizations like CPL. You moved your virtual environment to Viatel's FLEXI cloud. Can you tell me some of the benefits you've experienced with that move?
So CPL was traditionally a colo data center that we had with a different third party. We had about 30, 40 servers in those various racks. And we had all the pains and aches that goes with that, the day-to-day management of those physical servers. We had noticed that a lot of our servers were starting to age, disks were failing, fans were going, and a lot of my team's time was being spent looking after those servers on a day-to-day basis. So we said to ourselves, look, are we going to replace those servers and buy brand new ones from our provider, or are we going to look at the likes of Azure and AWS and Viatel and FLEXI Cloud and these places as well? Obviously we chose the Viatel route, and the reason we did that quite simply was we didn't want the guys to be spending their day-to-day managing physical servers, managing all of these bits that can go wrong. That's a commodity that we prepare to pay for now, and Viatel are experts in what they do in that space. So we decided to move all of our servers to a virtual world and move them into Viatel. There's cost savings that come with that. There's obviously time savings, efficiency savings. My guys' time is much better spent doing other things now rather than keeping the lights on with physical servers. That was the main reason, those are the main reasons why we decided to move them into Viatel.
You mentioned there, Keith, that you had considered Azure and AWS and ultimately opted for the Viatel private FLEXI cloud environment. Can you tell me what made you choose that private environment as opposed to a public cloud offering?
So look, both the Azure and AWS offerings are very appealing, and they're very good in their own right. But I suppose there were two main factors why we went with the Viatel side of things. One was cost control. I think it's well known that you can get these bill shocks, as they call them, from the likes of Azure and Amazon, where an invoice for tens of thousands of euros can arrive on your desk based on one person's silly actions within those particular platforms. Whereas with Viatel, we have a contract in place, we have agreed pricing, and we know what our boundaries are each month. So that was a huge one for us, cost control, and be able to manage those costs and keep them under control. The second one was most definitely the relationship piece. Again, it goes without saying, with those partners like Azure and AWS, if you have a problem, you're ringing into a call center and you're one of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of customers who are in that queue looking to be served and to be helped. Now, obviously, when something goes wrong on your side, you want somebody to ring and be able to understand how urgent your problem is. Unfortunately, you don't get that with the larger providers unless you pay for some kind of really, really expensive premium support. With Viatel, we have a long-standing relationship. Obviously, our relationship with yourself and the rest of the Viatel team, and I know that I can pick up the phone, as I have done in the past, any hour of the day or night, if we need assistance with something. And we trust you guys. We can trust that Viatel are there when we need them. If something goes wrong, that you guys understand that a big problem on our side is a big problem on your side, and you understand that something goes wrong, and it doesn't happen very often, but if it does go wrong, you understand and react in a fashion that we need you to do so that we can look after our clients and our candidates.
So the big question, Keith, would be, would you recommend Viatel Technology Group to a company looking for a technology partner?
Absolutely. I mean, Viatel, we've been working with you guys now for over 3 years. And we've had a fantastic relationship all the way through. I don't think we've ever had an argument. And as I said to you earlier in the interview, you guys are always there when we need you, so we can pick up the phone anytime, day and night. But thankfully, we don't need to do that very often because the stack is very, very stable. We don't have many problems. We have a regular catch-up with you guys. So of course, I'd be very happy to recommend Viatel, and the fact that we're going to be continuing to spend with you guys and invest in our infrastructure and the rollout of our additional systems and services over the next few years is testament to the fact that you guys have been a fantastic partner for us over the past 3 years.
Viatel are delighted to continue our partnership with CPL into the future. And Keith, thank you so much again for your time today. It's always a pleasure.